Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Juanita Lopez Leon, and today's news is Liberian rebels sentenced in Switzerland for war crimes, cannibalism. A Liberian rebel commander was sentenced in Switzerland to 20 years in jail on Friday for rape, killings, and an act of cannibalism in one of the first ever convictions over the West African country's civil war. The case was also Switzerland's first war crimes trial in a civilian court. It involved 46-year-old Aliou Kosia, who went by the name the girl Blue Boy in the rebel faction ULIMO that fought former President Charles Taylor army in the 1990. Kosia faced 25 charges, including one where he was accused of eating slices of a man's heart. He was convicted of that and all but four of the other counts, documents from the Swiss Federal Court show it. He was arrested in 2014 in Switzerland, where he had been living as a permanent resident. A 2011 Swiss law allows prosecution for serious crimes committed anywhere under the principle of universal jurisdiction. A plaintiff in the case who testified that Kosia ordered his brother murder urged other Liberians to come forward as witnesses and secure more convictions. If you set an example, the other guys will be afraid, he said in a statement via the NGO Civitas Maxima that represented him. He asked not to be named in media reports for fear of reprisals. Liberia has ignored pressure to prosecute crimes from its back-to-back wars between 1989 and 2003, in which thousands of child soldiers became bound up in power tussles exacerbated by ethnic rivalry. Human Rights Watch called Friday's sentencing a landmark. Switzerland's effort on this case should help mobilize wider accountability in Liberia, as this shows that these crimes can be prosecuted. I see this as an opportunity. The group's Elise Kipler said. Deportation and compensation. Activists in the Liberian capital, Monrovia, celebrated the verdict. This will serve as a deterrent for others around the world. I think justice has taken its course, said Dan Saye, a social civility campaigner. Kosia had denied all the charges and told the court he was a minor when he first recruited into the conflict. His lawyer did not immediately respond to an emailed request for comment on the sentence. Kosia was cleared on Friday of attempted murder of a civilian, accessory to the murder of a civilian, and order to loot and recruitment of a child soldier. The court said that 20-year sentence was the maximum it was allowed to give under Swiss law. No mitigating circumstances were taken into account in the sentencing. A deportation from Switzerland was also ordered for a period of 50 years. It said. Kosia also was ordered to pay compensation to 7 plaintiffs, it added. It was not immediately clear when the deportation would occur. The roughly 6.5 years that Kosia has already served in pre-trial detention will count towards the sentence, the court paper showed. Charles Taylor was sentenced for war crimes in 2012, but only for acts in neighboring Sierra Leone. His son, Shuki, was sentenced for torture in Liberia by a U.S. court in 2009. Okay, in resume, the sentenced one was Aliou Kosia, a Liberian rebel commander for doing war crimes like rape, killings, and cannibalism. He was sentenced to 20 years to jail, but he replied that he was only a child when he was drafted into the war. But this man is a real bad person and he used to have a badly behavior. And his sentence will be more wrong than he thinks. Thank you very much.